All right, and welcome back to game three of this very intensive match. I do apologize for that break. Right there, we just simply ran out of time. There, the match was like, oh, maybe an hour. No, the first match took a half hour. The second match took an hour, and well, this first game took a half hour. The second game took an hour. But we're gonna wait for our opponent Pinecone to show back up and address everything as needed. When season and the game is up, you're gonna see us concede to open up our sideboards, and then we are gonna go from there. So we know that they brought in the Shark Typhoons, the Mystic Disputes, the Dovin's Vetoes, and the Duffing Sciences, and we're again gonna just do exactly what we did last time with the sideboarding, which was I had to pull it back up. Okay, so we were gonna bring in nine cards. It was Cabal, the Disputes, the Oath, the Collector, the Archon, a Sun's Grace, and the Kodos. Uh, so we're gonna adjust this slightly. So it's three chain, three hole, trial, and a Tulsimia currently is the adjustments. Yeah, okay, I'm still fine with those. Yeah, I don't have much else I can say. Narsa hasn't been prevalent, and yeah, I have. I'm gonna be honest. This current build, because of how the weekly structure is, I submitted this deck about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Since then, the meta for Pioneer has changed a lot recently, especially with the banning of Lurrus. That is gonna hurt the aggro decks in the format while still having a nod to the interaction of control and such. I don't think my thoughts of the banning are I was fine with the ban. I understand where they're coming from, but it feels almost like it was too early for a ban because they just said we're just going. They essentially said we are banning lures due to future implications. The issue is the future implications aren't here yet, and much like the delve spells, it's more of a when ban, not an if ban. And if they haven't been if they haven't been broken yet, then what's the point? I think in future builds, for the time being, because of the direction blue-white control is going, and the fact the disputes are specifically for to play against control, I think Thoughtseize is gonna have a higher upside that in the matches where you want either dispute or Thoughtseize. Spirits can clear out like a spell queller, which is very annoying for us, or even a lord at that sense, so you're still netting on life. You don't bring it in against any aggro based deck. And again, the sideboard I'm looking at now is more favored against control, more so than anything else. Yeah, as I said, I don't agree with the Lurus ban. I think they pulled the gun a little too early, but at the same time, I get where they are coming from. And we are just waiting for our opponent, as you know. As far as the creature package, I'm still really happy with it. I think going down, if anything, the Wandering Mind is probably the most cuttable card. This Gloomshrieker has a lot of cute lines you can do with it, and especially with builds if you decide to play Gloomshrieker plus Meathook Massacre. You can play Meathook Massacre, wipe the board, then sacrifice it to Enigmatic, grabbing Gloomshrieker. Gloomshrieker brings back the Massacre back to your hand, and then you have another board wipe that gains you a bunch of life. So that's actually a really cute line. You have your clerics. I don't know how to feel about the clerics, considering it tutors to the top of the library at sorcery speed, which kind of means unless you're really going off and just like unless you have like fires out cleric and the try, it's technically like 3 mana. Fine, search your library for enchantment and put it into your hand. So an idyllic tutor in a sense, but I think we can definitely learn from the prior matchup that the deafening signs that the opponent brought in we are okay with. The fact that they 2-for-1 so many times with March just to get things out of the way was kind of annoying. We still lost. And the line where they could pitch Kahir to help for March to get up to X equals 5 was actually a very cool line. Cool. Okay. Uh, you're gonna open our sideboard. Bring in the Archon. Bring in. Where's that list? Archon. We're definitely bringing Gambal, Kodos. I would say maybe Masker Go, but it's not going to be good enough, as we saw. Like, we already lost at that point. The Kodos, the Disputes, Othakai is coming in. Portable Hole is staying out as the others are actually being cut. Sin Collector is coming in. Yashawn is staying in the sideboard. And then for cuts, so let's go to the Chainsaw Rocks. And the Deplorable Souls have been cut. Let's cut the Trial of Ambition. Do I want to cut a land instead of the Tolsmia? Have a high threat, lower land count. I need to hit my land drops. I'm gonna stick with this. Let's see. Catch your trial. Tolsmia, the 2 trials. Deck has 80 cards. We're gonna save deck. I'll be on the play. Hopefully we can draw trial not trial missions overseas. Unlike the prior game. Yeah, they're having internet issues. Up, they're back. And we're just working on some finish gameplay another. There we go. Go ahead and keep existing deck. And we'll go ahead and draw a 7 and discuss. Okay. How do we feel about this hand? You can fight through the absorbs. This hand does nothing. It needs a third land. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna keep this. I know my land's gonna enter tap, but both of us aren't gonna do much, and they're not. They shouldn't be counting the omen seas. And we can just main phase the omen sea. So lead on the drowned catacomb into Sunpile Grove. Okay. They are playing on their phone, which is very interesting that this app can do, or website, depending on how you want to do it. Is a Jukai Naturalist, which we can't cast, but we'll just go ahead and just play a land and pass. Now, if we draw a Nylea's Presence, we still need an Omen because we need to hit our fifth land, a third land. If we find double land, we'll keep both. Okay, there's a rest in peace. Brown rest in peace as well. Okay, Glass Bushel is not bad. Let's him first. Let's scry 2. I like both. I'm gonna just leave it as is. So we'll just draw, and then we'll play the Drowned Catacomb as our land for turn and pass. Okay, so they're playing Rest in Peace, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. Try and shut off some of the graveyard shenanigans and try to choke me out like a Taxus deck. So they brought in a lot here. They put Kira into hand? Okay. I'll go ahead and untap and draw the Nylea's Presence. We'll tap 2. We'll play the Nylea's Presence on the Drowned Catacomb, drawing a card. We can... I want to shock in the Godless Shrine and jam the Naturalist and make it feel really weird for them. Could also hold up the Omen, but I think here we're just gonna play the Naturalist. Curious what they do here. Do they value the Jugai Naturalist at all? And if so, by how much? Okay, so they choose to pass. We'll just go ahead and untap and draw. We're gonna cast the... Well, we could hold up Omen and Dispute. We don't need the fixing, we need the land. Which I kind of like a little bit more, and if they decide to play Wandering Emperor, we can dispute it. Yeah, let's go ahead and go combat, attack. Do they want to take the damage? Okay, we'll go ahead and gain the 2. Go to second main. We haven't played a land for turn yet, so we're going to play out this Omen. Gonna make sure that they don't want to respond to this. Yeah. So are they thinking, or is it good? So I'll go ahead and... Oh, no, fuck. Is there an easy way to... So I'm fine. Like, if you just want me to just scry one here, I'm okay. Okay. Let's see. Can... Shotgun Warrior Grave. Do I want this? I want more lands. Shock it in, draw it. Okay. I just need to know. Okay, cool. Draw the card. Play Cleric. Grab Enigmatic. And we'll end the turn there. We have Dispute back up this time around. Actually, we have double dispute backup if they choose not to exile the Jukai Naturalist. But they choose to make that, okay. If they have absorbed dispute, we can fight through it. If they have veto, we can't fight through it. Pretty straightforward. There's an argument for us to keeping up the mana for the Wandering Emperor, but at this point we're just gonna jam. If we're not gonna be able to draw a land here because we have the Enigmatic. So let's grab the 1/1 human. We'll go ahead and take the 2. Go ahead, untap and draw. Cast Enigmatic. That is a Dovin's veto. Can't do much about that. Um, do I value hitting my land drop here? If I hit my land drop here, what do I do? I don't do anything next turn. I can upkeep Scry for something. We'll pass. Go ahead and untap. Do we want to sacrifice the Omen Sea here? We can. If we do, what are we hoping to hit? A couple things. And Scry 2. Kodos is not gonna be that good here. Fire's Invention is not good here, so bottom both. I mean, Fire's is still good. We're gonna bottom both, and we'll go ahead and draw a card. That's Isolate Chapel. We'll play the Isolated Chapel as a land for turn. We will tap for 3 to put your into hand, and pass here. So you've spent 1 March, 1 Veto. I'm gonna block here. This is a 5-power creature. It's not doing much for us right now. Go ahead, untap and draw. Pay 5, put Yori onto the stack. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and play the Endotha Triome as our land for turn tapped. Move to end step. We'll put one here, one here. Draw to Van Omen. Scry 2. Send both lands to the bottom. And draw a card. Passing the turn. Six. We're going to take the 6 here. Go ahead and untap and draw. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, we need to play the land here, just so that we have double dispute backup. So we'll play the Glacial Fortress, and then we will tap for 2. Cast Travel Ambition. Does this resolve? No, it does not. Okay. Can't do anything with that. Then we will tap for 2 to put another Annihilate's Presence on this land. Drawing a card. 4 mana. And we gotta pass turn here. Because we gotta force the block here. There's land 5. They up it. It's at 5 counters now. Go ahead and untap and draw. Dispute. Dispute. Yeah. End the turn. It's unfortunate that we're going to lose this Skenrith. Maybe we probably should have let on Night on him to gain the 4 life. Yeah, we should have let a Night on him. Damn. Gain 4 life, go up to 9. We can attack, block, whatever. Well, rather unfortunate. If I lead on Night there, I can gain the 4 life. I felt okay, but I should have realized that if I just play Kenrith holding up disputes, I wasn't going to be in a good enough position. But yeah, thanks so much for watching the third and final game. This one only took half an hour. Until next time.